Good afternoon, everyone. So today's title is I'm going through a breakup. And I know most people would say, why in the world would you put this personal information on Facebook? Well, there is a little twist to this. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I am declaring my freedom from a lot of situations. Today's breakup is a breakup with corporate America. I could not be any more thrilled than to be able to broadcast live for you today, revealing that information. I know that there's a lot of you that have wondered what I'm doing, where do we go from here? And I'll just let you know that my last day with American Red Cross was this past Friday, November 3rd. And now I'm venturing out on my own. I have worked with several different business ventures for the last 2 years, and I've just been building those and kind of pushing them in the direction that they need to go in the very spare moments that I have in life, which was very little before this week. And today I was leaving Target for my weekly Target trip and coffee by myself in silence. And I went to drive out of the parking lot, and it really got me thinking about something, because there were people who, instead of going through the stop sign at Target, they were essentially driving through the parking lot and skipping the stop sign. And I know, how does that apply? Well, here it goes. Those of us that constantly follow the rules that modern society has set for us, and we never take a risk, and we never make a change outside of those rules or boundaries, often find ourselves feeling complacent or stuck. And so if you're like those people who don't want to wait on that stop sign, they drive through the parking lot so they don't have a stop sign. They're not really technically breaking the rules, but they are taking a risk. And by taking that risk, they're actually getting to their destination faster. And so I truly have found that this journey has been awe-inspiring, and I have met some really amazing people along the way. But I had to take a huge risk to just step out on my own and be a full-time entrepreneur. I'm still a mom. I'm still a partner. I'm still working at home with this stay-at-home mom thing. I don't know how well that's going to work. I'm not really a good stay-at-home mom. I don't mean that I'm not a good mom. It's because I always have to have my hands in something, and I always have to be working. And so I'm giving that opportunity to be able to do that. As you look at me now, I am sitting in my home office at my house, and to say that I'm going through a breakup with corporate America is crazy. I'm 30, and I never thought I'd make it here, ever. Just to give you a little bit of backstory on me, I worked very hard when I was in high school, and I graduated with honors and a weighted GPA and 13 college credit hours. And then I went to college, and I blew all that and wasted it because I was irresponsible. And there were lots of people that told me I wouldn't get anywhere and that I wouldn't do anything with myself. And the harder I pushed, the harder life pushed back at me. And there were days when I really thought that I was not going to get anywhere that I wanted to get. And to know that I've gotten there by the age of 30 is amazing to me. And I applaud all of you that sit here and watch or listen or support in one way or another, whether that be buying products, or that be sharing on social media, or liking or commenting. And I had to take a huge risk, but at the same time, I had to step out on faith, because when I made this choice, there was nothing else. Yes, I have a health and wellness company. Yes, I am the CEO of a consulting firm. And yes, I do make handmade candles, and I love doing all those things. But there was no guarantee that there was going to be revenue. There was no guarantee that there was going to be a way for my family to be able to be where they needed to be financially, emotionally, and all of those other things by me making this choice. And so my encouragement for you today, because all of these videos are always about encouragement for my fellow man. My encouragement for you today is, no matter what that risk is, no matter how great or how small that risk is for you in your life, you have to take that step. If you get to the point where you start feeling those things pulling at you, and you feel that uncomfortable position that you're in and it scares you, 9 times out of 10, you are not going to be making a mistake by following that emotion. You are going to be changing your life and pushing yourself not only to believe in what you're doing, but to believe in yourself. I grew up in North Charleston, which is still Charleston, West Virginia. And I could have taken a lot of paths, and I chose some of them that were very irresponsible and very ridiculous, as we all do. And I could have stayed there. I could have continued being an underage drinker. I could have continued fighting with drug abuse. A lot of people don't know that about me. I could have continued fighting with that. I could have counted myself out when I had to drop out of college because I had to choose to work or have an education. I could have chosen to quit. I could have chosen to give up. I could have said that a certificate in business consultancy was not enough. I could have said that my skill set was not enough. I could have said that my brain was not enough. But I chose to say it is enough. It will be enough, and we will make this work. And that is what I have done. So today, I will list for you the 3 things that I do now. HC Consulting, grant management services for nonprofits. Unconditional, candle, handmade essential oil candles with healing properties. And of course, a wellness company and supplements to benefit you and to help you live a healthy life. The only thing that I ask you to do today, the only thing I ask, I don't care if you ever buy a single thing from me. If you do, please understand you're helping to support my son. You're not helping me to live some crazy, extravagant lifestyle. I'll get that on my own. I don't need you to do that. I appreciate every sale, every purchase. Trust me, we do. But if those things are things you want to try or you want to purchase, please reach out to me. I don't know that you want that unless you tell me. The other thing is, if it's not something that you need, if there's someone in your network that you know that does need one of those things, please share. Please show others what we have going in West Virginia, because at the end of the day, the biggest goal of mine is to make a difference in my own community, is to make a difference in my own state, is to create business models that generate income, revenue, and economic development for those places around us that we have had such a struggle with in the last 20 years, being able to develop. Don't be scared when you start to see development in your home cities and your towns. Yes, we all want to stay in that comfortable place, but that comfortable place sometimes does not offer us everything that we need for our children and for future generations. So today, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, because there's a lot of you on this video today that you are part of the reason that I'm here. You've made a contribution to that, whether I met you 20 years ago or I met you 2 months ago. Those of you that know who I'm talking about right now that are on here, what I'm saying about that. So thank you so much for being supportive, and just know I am somebody that wants to network and that wants to work with other people and to create opportunities for everyone. I look out for our fellow man and for our underdogs, because I was one of those people. And if anybody understands that, it was me. Look for big things coming. Check out Facebook pages. I have a Facebook page for pretty much everything I do. If you haven't liked it, like it. Share with your friends and family. Let me know that you care that way. I understand that all of us go through financial struggles sometimes and we don't have the money to support, and that's totally fine. Support comes in all shapes, forms, and sizes. So that could be sharing on social media, telling your friends and family, purchasing a product. So look for new things to come. I will be heavily saturated on social media in this coming week. We will be doing a launch on November 13th, so that is next Monday. I'm going to take this week to kind of get acclimated and to take on my new role in my new life and be the CEO and the businesswoman that I know that I'm capable of being. So thank you again for your support. I hope you guys have a great Monday and a great week, and I look forward to seeing you again on here. Have a great day and smile. Bye, guys.